What is going on, guys? Welcome in on a very wonderful Sunday, the first Sunday of football, NFL football. Happy to have it back. I know some people don't like it. It is what it is. It's great to have football back. How is everyone doing today? It's been a big week. A lot of stuff going on. From like the pop culture and things like that. How about some great shows? But before we get into that, say hello to some people. We got Tats, we got Craig, we got Jennifer, Tammy, Christina Payne, Johnny Funko, Proud Bird. I saw Ryan Milky is in the chat. Awesome. Welcome everyone in. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. But yeah, big week. You had what do we have? The death of NFT Funkos with DC Series 2. I make a joke, but I digress. It was pretty bad. The first time I think I got a great guest to talk about NFTs with Let's Start a Pop Collection. Remember, Jeremy and Mitch, you're going to join me. At least I think Mitchie will. We'll have to wait and see. Jeremy definitely will. 10 p.m. tonight. So get your questions ready for them. But yeah, it was the first time I saw packs burned in NFT Funko since Bob Ross. They burned 14,100 premium packs this week because they didn't sell after about a 2-hour time frame. That, guys, comes to a whopping dollar amount when you figure out how much Funko lost out on at $29.99 times 14,100, 400 rounded up to $423,000. You would think they'd hold up, but they didn't. Looney Tunes will be out in about a week and a little over a week. So I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I was not a fan of the DC Series 2 Funkos. I'm not a DC fan. But those characters, I knew nothing about them. The Grail looked like some mech tech Batman. And at 100,000 packs, I think maybe Funko was stretching the boundaries, seeing how much they could do. I don't know. At least they come back with something like Looney Tunes, which is more of a great thing. But doubling the amount of legendaries and not the Grail totally killed the value of any of those legendaries. I mean, you could go buy a legendary for what, 28, 30, 40 bucks? Unheard of. It's a shame. It's a shame. I think it was a disastrous set. It was way too big, too many packs for that brand. If you're going to do 100,000 packs, that better be Star Wars or Marvel, something. But anyway, that's my opinions. I'm sure maybe some people feel the same. Maybe some people don't. And if you love that set, hey, congratulations. I know, buy what you like, guys. But for me, that was a hard one. But Looney Tunes looks really good. I don't think I think it's 15,000 packs each, standard and premium. So 30,000 packs. Be a lot less of a nicer set to complete. I think you have some nice things. I think Great Wile E. Coyote Grail. You have Roadrunner. Yosemite Sam, which is very cool. And Foghorn Leghorn. So you have great things there. And then Freddy as Bugs Bunny. So I think that's a great set. That's a banger. Be out in a week. You had the wrestling controversy. How about CM Punk, the Elite, and the Young Bucks going to battle in the back for real? I think that's awesome. That's one heck of a storyline. If AEW is smart and plays it right and moves this into a storyline, this could be huge for them. Now, will they do that? I have a feeling they will not. But hey, gold doesn't roll up on your doorstep like this that often. But they got a shot to do that more to see what happens there. What else did we have? D23 Pops released. I think obviously the 3-liter soda sold out really quick. I personally love that cat. I had to get that, and I think I got one or two other things. Not an exciting release. NYCC. Some cool stuff. Nothing mind-blowing in my mind yet. That's just me. Hey, let's get to some unboxings. First, welcome in. There is LSAPC, guys. They're going to come join us. So if you have any questions about NFTs and things like that, Jeremy is where you want to go. He has done so many videos step by step of how to buy NFTs, sell NFTs, how to buy wax, and the whole shebang. He can answer all those questions for you. And there's videos to walk you through. So if you like the DC, You can still get packs for under retail. If you are looking forward to Looney Tunes, check it out ahead of time. So check that out. Also, big shouts out to Ryan Milkey. Guys, if you want to get into a great show, House of the Dragon is a phenomenal show. I've not watched the new episode yet. It's phenomenal. Ryan does a great job. If you want to know anything Game of Thrones related, Ryan is your man. Does a great job. And Lord of the Rings, also watching the Lord of the Rings series on Amazon. Visually absolutely spectacular. It's a fabulous series. I think it's 8 or 9 episodes. So obviously I think this week is episode 3. So looking forward to that one. Check those out, guys. Awesome series. I also, what did we watch? We watched The Devil in Ohio, which is a Netflix series. Interesting. I don't know. The wife binged it. I was there in and out, but it was fair. All right, let's get to an unboxing. Since we went through all that, let's do an unboxing with one of our favorites. It would be the BAM box. So here it is. We're going to open up a BAM Geek box, but here it is. If you want a BAM box for yourself, these are the boxes they have available. You can get the Geek, the Horror, or the Anime. And yes, you guys know how I feel about BAM box. I just think BAM box goes all over the boards. Remember when they had the comic box and there was actually a graded comic book? And then they went to their own covers. And now it's gone. The cartoon one, gone. I don't know. It's a little bit of everything. I just think they go. And then there was the Ultra boxes. Well, the Ultras are gone, but they have specialty boxes. So if you want the Undertaker, Alexa Bliss, Ric Flair, you can get those. This Leah Thompson box has been up for probably like 2 months. Bob Odenkirk box as well. That is a signed license plate. So if you want a BAM box for yourself, here's where to go get them. $34.99 plus shipping on all of them. And it's a monthly subscription you can cancel at any time. So there it is. And this is the BAM box. This is August. And they're back to boxes. So big shouts out. Back to boxes. They did 2 months with bags. I thought it was awful. They couldn't get boxes. I'm not a fan of this packaging. I know one thing they did is they don't pack these boxes themselves. They have an independent company that packs them. Not sure I agree with that. Again, it's what they do. We have BAM stickers, and speaking of DC, we've got a Batman sticker to round it out. Not bad. See, Batman, I get that one. The NFT ones, it's like, was it comics? Well, I don't understand them. I don't know. I don't know. And maybe it's because I despise the mech tech stuff that I disliked it. So here's another thing they're doing. The hit lists and autographs and art. So, and they have these different cards that they make themselves and they bring in packs. Again, I'm not a super fan of it. I don't know. But they're making their packs. We got 2 packs of them. I mean, I think you can win special things, so I'll open them. But other than that, I think this replaced like props, which again, I was more of a fan of a prop than I am a fan of this stuff. All right, so we got that one. There's a Thanos, like a Mando, and then a Harley Quinn card like that. All right, let's see what we got in the next pack. All right, we got, hey, the same one, the same one, the same one, and the same one. Again, listen, I don't get it. You replaced a prop or cool stuff like that, you know, for this stuff. And remember, some of the props, I'll show you. This was a BAM prop. I'm almost positive. Look at that. That was a very cool prop from the Fifth Element in the BAM box. And you would give me things like this, which I love. And instead of things like that, I get some cards. Not a fan, BAM box. Not a fan. Just me. Anyway, art print. Yeah, I don't know. I want to say it's Daredevil. Is that Daredevil? Could be Daredevil. And we have our autograph. I'll show you that in a minute. They have a lot of different tiers of things you can win. We'll go over that. All right, and here we go. This is a cool one. Look at that, Jake Busey, and I believe this is from Super Troopers. I could be wrong. Or no, Starship Troopers. Super Troopers. So that's a cool autograph, Jake Busey. I like it. And then basically here is the card. So a couple different options for Jake Busey, Starship Troopers, very cool. You had the Daredevil art print, and you had two versions for that. You had the sticker, and then you had your, the pin. I didn't do the pin. There is the pin, and there's a common, uncommon, a numbered, and an ultra rare. This one just looks like it's the common pin, but you could have gotten one of the other two. So yeah, and there's a bunch of different rarities and things like that. That's what they're getting into. And again, the cards. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the cards and getting rid of art prints for the cards. That's just my opinion. Again, man, I've trashed some things, right? I've trashed DC Series 2 NFTs, and now I'm trashing the BAM box. Wow. Normally I'm positive, but hey, what can I say? I did have a cool thing here. I don't know where I put it. Vaulted Vinyl came out with their brand new hard protectors, and they're out. So you will see a review, maybe not this week, but the following week on them. A lot of other people, I'm sure, are going to do reviews on them. They're not acrylic. The packaging is immense. What am I thinking of it? You'll have to watch the video to see. But I do have them. They're different. That's what I'll say. They're different. Expensive. Quite expensive for those things. The Vaulted Vinyl protectors, hard protectors, are $30 a pop. So you look at a Loot Lock, which is about $20 a pop, and that thing is like thick, and you're looking at about 14, depending on how many you get, considering 2-packs, 14 a piece for a pop armor. At $30, I don't know. In fact, I'll show you one because I did use one. So here's what it looks like, guys. In the Dr. Emmett Brown, there it is, Vaulted Vinyl, magnetic top, and it's scratch resistant, it's UV resistant, which the other two are not. But there it is. It's sleeker. Now, granted, guys, anything's going to scratch, diamond scratch. So it's just probably better against scratches. Has a very sleek look, sleek feel. But I did a drop test. Now, obviously, they say things could hit this and it's like hardly indestructible. That's not my worry. My worry is when this thing falls off a shelf and that lid pops off and your pop pops out. We do the test on the video. You'll see it maybe this week if I edit it properly. More than likely the following week. But I will tell you that nothing is packaged better than them. They actually come in a felt bag. A felt bag. It's insane. Also, a lot of YouTubers and funky YouTubers are in the inside of the box. It's kind of cool. Great presentation, but that is what Vaulted Vinyl is known for. It is their presentation, it is their look. It's really special. All right. I'm running over because I'm jibber-jabbering too much. Let's give a shout-out to all the patrons and the channel members. Here you go, the video for September. again, thank you to all the channel members, the Patreons. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you get something from me every single month. So if you want to become a Patreon, check it out. And because we're getting into the fall, that candy box gets a little bit better because you have less chances of it melting. Also, big shouts out to Dead Zone Collectibles, guys. Check out the new Dead Zone Collectibles Blacklight t-shirt. Awesome. Let's get to an unboxing. And we have a giveaway. And Let's Start a Pop Collection going to join me at 10 o'clock. So, next one. This is from a company called Culture Fly. So, if you want to see, you can go right here to culturefly.com and you can click here Star Wars. They have different horrors. They also have My Hero Academia, Nickelodeon, Avatar, Nintendo, Naruto. Tons of different boxes you could get right here. So an awesome little company. So this is the Star Wars box. Kind of cool. We'll open it up. Now these come quarterly. They're not a monthly box. Money-wise, I think like $50 to $55, I think. Kind of like the Walking Dead boxes. Although I've heard Walking Dead boxes not going to include Funko anymore. So, interesting. All right, so let's see what we got in here. All right. You get a lot of stuff. So first thing up, we've got a canvas art print. Docking Bay 94. So, little canvas art print 94. I'm neither here nor there on that one. We've got an Art 2 D2 pencil holder. Now, I have a few pencil holders over here. Don't know if I need another one, but maybe I will. Maybe I might keep that. Pencil holder, R2-D2. Kind of cool. We've got Star Wars coasters. The Cantina. Bunch of Star Wars coasters. Speaking of Star Wars, if you guys have not seen the preview for Andor, it looks amazing. I don't know when it's going to debut. I know it's soon, and there's going to be 3 episodes. The reason behind that is they're already booked for 2 seasons, 12 episodes a season. So get ready for some cool Andor. We've got some ice cube trays. These actually work good as good Jello molds too. If you like little Jello jigglers, looks kind of cool. We've got a Jawa's bottle opener. Not bad. Not bad. Chotsky stuff. We've got an Obi-Wan Kenobi enamel pin. Nice pin. Very well done. I like that. We'll save that. We then have a mug. A glass mug featuring the Cantina scene. So not bad there. It's not bad. And then we're going to round it off with a canvas bag with a zipper on it. Mos Eisley's Trading Company. This isn't bad. Not bad. Fair. So that's all the stuff, and you can see it right here. Did I miss the shirt? Oh no, I didn't see that. You also got a shirt, a 3/4 shirt, which some people don't like, some people do. So there it is, and it's got a back. So I like these 3/4 shirts. They work good for me in the fall. But here you go. You get the raglan tee, the Mos Eisley's tote bag, the Cantina coasters, the R2-D2 pencil holders, Cantina glass mug, the canvas print, the ice cube tray, the bottle opener, and the pin. So for value, definitely I think worth $55. My opinion. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff, let's do a weekly giveaways. Boom. And a boom. So here we are. Weekly giveaway. Let's get... We're sitting on 78 people. All right. This is what we got for the prize. Let me get my handy dandy pen. Head-to-head battle. $30 PayPal credit. The wheel. The horror mystery box. The pop culture mystery box. or an anything mystery box. Those are your items. And winner one is, congratulations goes to Funko King 316. Good luck, everyone, in the giveaway. So, Funko King 316, hit me up on Instagram, just like Pop Drunk does, at _Luau_23. And always, guys, give a big shout out to Ed and Heather. Hopefully, they come back with more videos. Only time will tell, but always giving our best to Ed and Heather. All right, let's pick winner number 2. And that winner goes to Jose Cards. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Great live, Jose Cards. Hit me up on Instagram, guys. Let me know what your prize that you would like. If you're in here and you want to spin the wheel, let me know. Mama J, thank you so much for being a Tiki member for 29 months. And let's see what we also have coming up for videos this week. So this week's videos we bring you tomorrow. I saw him in the chat. We've got Templar Pops. And this is the Green Chrome ECC Batman Hunt mystery box. That is coming tomorrow. A $200 Nerdy Newt mystery box comes at you Tuesday. Love and Marriage, the Married with Children Funko Pop autograph collection and TV series. That video comes at you Wednesday. And let's see. Our Instagram mystery box is bad, and we open one. That is on Thursday. Again, Instagram mystery box is getting kind of a bad rap due to gem pops. But there are a lot of Instagram people that do good mystery boxes and still do, and you can trust them. That video is going to come at you Thursday. And how about on Friday, for the first time in a long time, we're going to review a shoe. But not just any shoe. This is a very special boot from Doc Martens, and it represents the Goonies. So you will see that video on Friday. And those are the videos. That was the weekly giveaway. And now, guys, we have 5 minutes before LSAPC comes to join me. So I turn it over to you. Any questions you want to ask me, things you want to talk about, the floor is yours. Yeah. You know, I mean, I trashed NFT DC Series 2. I guess I kind of trashed the BAM box. And in a sense, maybe I kind of trashed the vaulted vinyl case. But wait for the review before I give a full review on that one. Let's talk the Jets defense. The Jets defense was not very good. The Ravens were not that great, and they still lost very, very badly. We'll see. They're a work in progress. That's all I can say, Tim. Spin the wheel for Jose Cards. All right, Jose Cards. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Oh. Here we go. You have a shot at anything from a $100 mystery box like that, a $50 mystery box, Teespring, pins, $25 mystery box, all that kind of stuff. Are we ready? There we go. Jose Cards. Where is it going to land? And it lands on, congratulations, a soda mystery box. So, Jose Cards. Hit me on Instagram, and all I need to know is your shipping address, and it ships to you. Again, if you live overseas, I pay $8 shipping. The rest of shipping is up to you. All I need is an address, and we can go from there. Yes. Yeah, the Bears won. That was an ugly game. That was a lot of rain. Ugly, ugly game, but still, I was surprised the 49ers lost that game. I'm not a sold person on Fields. I'll tell you that. I'm not sold on Fields. So Templar Pops is a sock guy, and you're a shoe guy. What kind of socks do you? What kind of socks? So I'm very easy with socks. I only wear Stance socks. So if you're familiar with socks, Stance is a company. They're great socks, but they're not cheap socks. They're probably $8 to $9 a pair of socks. I kid you not. I kid you not. But those are the only socks that I wear. I was in I think I had a monthly subscription. I would get like 2 or 3 pairs of socks every month, and I've been doing it for 2 years. So I have quite the collection of socks. But yeah, I do a lot of socks, design socks with like logos and people on them and all sorts of stuff. Love my socks. Fancy socks from Hot Topic. Okay. All right. I've never tried those. Yes, Nikki still has some packages on the way to Australia. Nikki, last one's dropped off on Saturday. So hopefully they make it to you good, safe, and all that good stuff. Nike socks, Under Armour socks. Absolutely. Everyone has their favorite socks. Ooh, Blacklight Iron Man socks on tonight. That's nice, Augie. I like it. Yes, holy socks are a common thing. Also, guys, remember to check out episode 4 of House of the Dragon. And then after you watch it, go check out Ryan Milkey's channel for a review. Not just any review, an in-depth review from the Milkman himself. I only wear Stitch socks. Very cool. Can't beat Stitch. Gotta love Stitch. Hopefully they make a Stitch, like in the theater type of Stitch 2 movie. I think that would be really cool. All right, we're only a minute away from bringing on our special guest. So moderators, please link up LSAPC if you're not checking out LSAPC or all the other guys, as I always like to call them, the Horsemen or Stable Clips. Please go do that. Go check them out on Tuesday nights. It is a great watch. Now, for me, I can never watch all the time live, but I watch the replay like a Wednesday morning at work or a Thursday morning at work. That's just sort of how I do it. Always, Ryan. Always, Ryan. All right. Are we ready? So let me tell you about these guys. So I truly believe he is the best when it comes to NFTs and explaining NFTs and helping you buy NFTs if you want to know. Jeremy's done a lot of videos on that. They've done that. One of their best series is coming up, the 30 days, I think it's 30 days of Halloween movies. So if you want to see a movie, right, or if you want certain things like God-forsaken Terrifier or whatever opened up to your eyes that you never thought existed, these are the guys to do it. I loved the series last night. I think they might announce some things about that tonight. But I loved watching Jeremy's review of Halloween. I can't wait till he has to go to the theater to see Halloween Ends. Terrifier 2, I think, is coming. So that's a great series. But, guys, they raised over $11,000 to fight cancer and for cancer research in their F-Cancer thing that they did like 2 weeks ago. So big shouts out to them. I give you guys LSAPC.
What's happening?
What's going on, guys?
Hello, hello.
How is it? Oh, I like the guy in the back.
Yeah, got to have Michael with us. Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Normally it's Bob, but Bob's been replaced with Michael, so
it's about time.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to actually go to the movies to see this one, which is interesting.
Yeah, I am not. Well, I'm not excited about it. I'll say that.
I am,
but I'm a little bit.
Only because
it can't be worse.
I get popcorn.
So, I would hope it can't be worse than last year.
I mean, if it is, I got no words. No.
And I think I saw Terrifier 2 is out in the theaters in October too.
It's right now.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
I think October 9th is when Terrifier is released.
Yeah. So Terrifier 2 will be released for home viewing on October 9th, but it's currently in select theaters across the United States right now.
Yeah, I'll wait till home. That thing scared the bejesus out of me.
I think that one might have to be a home watch for sure. But we are gearing up, man. That's going to be exciting. We've got most of our movies picked, and we can't wait to really start knocking those off. It was just 31 nights of Halloween horror movie reviews, round 2. Last year we did it. This year we got some great new ones that we haven't seen. So.
Well, I think you said it on this week's episode of Stable Clips, because I never sometimes can watch it live, but I watch it on like a Wednesday morning at work while I'm doing stuff. But I loved you said it's not a video that got a lot of views, but people loved it and we love doing it. And that's what I love about it, because, that's what I love. I'll throw out a wrestling video. It doesn't do good. People don't like to watch it. I don't care. I like doing it. So I do it.
we're big on. I mean, I don't. We did a video tonight where Mitchie plays Fall Guys, the video game, and it's hysterical. And then we did a video. I opened Pokemon on the channel for the first time ever. I mean, we just do what we want to do because we love to do it. So it doesn't have to be anything so rigorous or strict to one thing.
Or slapping you with a tortilla.
Yeah, or you slap me with
I feel like I need to do that again. That was just fantastic.
Well, the death chip. I think you guys have a death chip, right?
We did. So here's the story with the death chip, the one chip challenge.
And by the way, Casey's is selling them for $7.99 at the gas station now.
The challenge has been pushed due to some health issues that I can't eat it, and me not.
And I'm not
wanting
stupid.
To force. The chip got transferred. The chip got transferred to Charles for Papa Missouri's 1,000 subscriber celebration. So,
and Charles is nuts enough to do. Now the good thing is it loses its potency. So if you really want to get him, I think it's like September, October, the new chip comes out.
Yes.
And if you do the new chip right away, then that is the most deadly they are. Because if it goes like 4 or 5 months, it starts to lose its potency.
Papa Missouri. Hey, I'm not
calling him stupid. If he would have ate it, I was going to have to literally like try to get him to sign his name on a document.
Yeah, she was going to need me to fill out a will.
It's thrown some people for loops. I mean, there's some people that came close to going to the hospital for it.
I almost did. And sadly, I did it with my son who was like 14 at the time, and we both did it, and it made him sick, and it made me like I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital.
Well, it's hilarious because it is on video. It was it was a video, and it was Halloween time.
Yep. Good stuff.
It was, and he puked all into his gift bag that I made.
That my son did.
Yes.
My son did, yes. Yeah, it was
you
good
can't
stuff.
beat it. And you're wearing the hat. I mean, wow, they did well. Five
touchdowns, and they yanked him from the game. I was a little surprised they didn't keep him in there, but he did get roughed up a little bit early. It was a great game to watch because our problem has always been the defense, and I thought our defense played really well. And then I think the distraction of Tyreek Hill, even as much as I loved him being gone, created this whole new offensive scheme that nobody's figured out yet. So we'll see.
No, it's a good start. It's a good start.
It's a good start. Only first week.
Sorry to go back to this, but when is Papa Missouri doing his?
I think next Saturday. Next Saturday.
Yeah, I thought he said it's coming.
It might be. No, I'm sorry. A week from yesterday. Yeah.
Oh man, you better just take off a couple days.
Charles, you'll be all right.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, I've seen it firsthand, and he just complained a little.
I did tell him to make sure he had people with him that can continue to talk while he's miserably suffering.
And be careful, Charles. You don't want to do too much Pepto or too much milk, because then that brings a whole nother issue.
It's a whole nother ball game. Yep.
And ice cream.
Yep. So anyway, back 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Movie Reviews is great, and it's coming off the heels of this. Just 2 days ago, we did our overnight stay at the Beatty Mansion in St. Joe, which was our haunted house. Mm-hmm. And we did live stream. We only live streamed once because the night kind of got away from us, and by the time we thought about it, it was like 1:00 in the morning.
Yep.
And every time he tried to live stream,
well, we had some issues with the cameras, and we had normal kind of weird experiences. It was nothing like the Sally house, but there will be a video. Unfortunately, everybody asks us like, hey, is that video coming? When's that video coming? Is it coming tomorrow? Oh. We have 4 cameras, like 8 hours on each camera of review. It's going to take a few weeks.
But we can show him maybe a photo. The only photo I got. Okay. Yeah, the only photo I got out of that whole thing was...
Well, it's show both of them.
Yeah, here, start with that. There you go.
I don't know if this is going to pull.
Yeah, but we can try our best.
Here's what we got, okay? This is, I'm going to turn it a little bit sideways.
Sorry, my phone is a little.
This is a picture down a hallway, right? And what this picture is, if I can zoom in, is a picture of the lady who owned the wife of the lady, of the man who built the house.
Eliza.
And it's got this light right here that shines down on it, right? So the same picture from the same area taken seconds later is almost like a full figured person.
Like you can see the head on it.
You can see.
And those are the only photos I took. I didn't take any other photos because I was so trying to get everything else done.
Head, arms, shoulders, even down here, legs. I mean, it's almost a full body. So it was pretty wild.
It was a little weird. The only photos I got was that, and then
that's freaky.
We got some cool stuff, and anyway, it'll take us a few weeks, but we will get a video up eventually.
It would have been cool if they let you in the basement.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in the basement.
Yeah.
And what was it? That path that you said there was a way you could go like underneath real far or something. That would have been cool.
So the mansion originally was one building, and then they over the years they expanded it through a hallway and then recreated the entire first half of the building again with just a walkway between it. So now it's two giant buildings with this one hallway in the middle, and the basement spanned the entire house, which was, I mean, it was a mansion. So the basement was giant. It was massive and it was dark and creepy.
It was creepy. And it was weird because every time he would go down there, my phone was working, but when he was trying to do things on live streaming, he couldn't get it to work. So I would haul butt upstairs to see the cameras that were already placed in it. It was weird.
It was very cool because a lot of the activity that we got was from the basement, and so it'll be fun to.
That'll be good videos.
Yeah, it'll be fun to go back through and see what we got, and who knows? But
yeah, I mean, it was. Fair warning, it wasn't anything going to be like the Sally house, only because but we also kind of had an idea of what was in there compared to we didn't know who Sally was.
I mean, so we had the prison, and the prison was like totally tame, and then we went to the opposite end of the spectrum to the Sally house, which was literally terrifying. And then we came back down almost just above the scale of the prison. Like it was kind of, so next we got to push it again. We're going to have to go to like the Villisca Axe Murder House. I'm already planning our 1 year anniversary trip to the Sally house again, 1 year from the date we originally went. So we'll get some more scary stuff in there.
And big shout, I mean, we also got to talk F Cancer for what you guys were able to do for F Cancer. That was insane. I mean,
I tell you what, I was so worried about F Cancer because, you know, the state of the economy, the market, there's less expendable money. It's just, I figure it was going to be a really difficult time. We had a $10,000 goal that by the time we got to it, I was thinking, okay, if we hit 5,000, I don't care what we raise, but whatever we hit, if we hit 5,000, I'm going to be super excited. And then to turn around and hit, you know, just short of $12,000, and then to have on top of that a donor who was matching anything up to 100,000, so it essentially doubled it, making it a little over or just almost 24 grand for F Cancer. Just blew my mind. But now it wasn't just, I mean, it wasn't us.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people sent things and contributed to the donations and contributed to the auctions and sent bubble wrap and tape and boxes, and it was absolutely amazing how well this community came together for that event. So I don't ever want to take credit for it because we're just the people who are here. Charles and Danny and Sassy and AC and Mr. Cage and all those guys were huge. We couldn't have done it without them. So
some great people, without a doubt. Yeah, that was awesome.
We had a
great donations. I mean, some great prizes. You guys had some awesome stuff.
Now, did you get that Dead Zone box?
So we did the video last weekend, and then he was in that doing that event. So he was doing his con thing, and I messaged him and said, hey, the link video you sent me is private. Oh, he undid it. I watched it. I chose it. The other thing isn't here yet to complete it. But once it is, someone will be able to see the whole shebang from opening to his video to the box.
That's going to be great.
I can't wait to see that. That's awesome.
Yeah. That was great of him to do. And
oh yeah, it was a great way to do it too. I loved it how he did it.
Yeah.
That was cool.
We had such a blast with it. And you know, it just starts again. So we got rid of quite a bit of inventory in our house. And now every mystery box, we're just setting stuff back, and we'll be ready for next year's.
Well, next year, just Please don't give me and everybody else COVID again.
Yeah. So unfortunately,
Yep.
we don't say that word on live streams.
I'm sorry. He gave me something.
Unfortunately, that night I started getting sick, and then by the time I ended up giving it to probably a few people. So
yeah, it happens. It's around.
Yeah. I know.
But you're doing okay now is the big thing.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we came through it pretty quick and easy. I lost taste and smell for a while, but it's already starting to come back, and you didn't end up losing it.
No, but I was about a day behind him on everything else. And
feel good.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one that sits down. I can't sit.
Oh God, I was like, the man cold. I'm on the couch for 3 days, can't even wake up for 5 minutes. She's running errands and not running errands, doing grocery pickups and taking care of stuff, and just never stops, or cleaning house or doing something. I'm like, how? I can't even get energy.
It took everything I had to do, because it was like, I can't this week. Like, I can't. I had everything ready just to be dropped off.
It was
and
wild.
It was just like, it was crazy.
It was wild. Yeah, it was wild. But anyway, we're all good.
It was worth it.
We're all good now.
So I see a lot of the NFTs behind you, and I have a feel. I mean, I know how you feel about this past week. So I know how I felt about this past week.
Yes.
And I don't play in all the NFTs, but this one was one of the, I just sat there and I just scratched my head, and I thought, are they just testing the market to see what's the breaking point?
Yeah, well, they found it.
I would think they did.
I've been a little bit. I've been pretty hard on the NFTs lately. Funko knows how to kill a good thing sometimes, and they've just oversaturated the market with 100,000 packs. Two things happened that I think might benefit the NFT market or the NFT space, and that is, one, they had to burn a bunch of them. So,
oops.
Well,
ghosts. We brought something home with us.
No, you brought some home.
Oh boy.
I heard something tapping back there, but I didn't know what it was. Did you get a rock again?
No, I didn't bring anything home. I promise.
I brought those postcards home.
They had to burn the 14,000.
Yeah.
So Funko's got to know that there's a limit to how many they can do.
And that was they were premium packs. That's quite expensive.
And two, flippers are just getting destroyed.
Oh my goodness.
Those packs are going for under retail now, which I think is fantastic. And let that be a lesson to anybody who wants to get into NFTs. If they have a huge line like that, a lot of these have been under retail on the aftermarket. So don't go all in on the retail and just buy them aftermarket. But none of the legendaries are holding value. I mean, one of those legendaries is $25. Like I was buying them and putting them on the website so that I could sell them and let people who don't want to get into wax have the opportunity to get these. And it just almost doesn't even make any sense. At $25 a piece, it's crazy.
No, I mean, they'll go up a little bit when the physicals finally come, but I had the problem with them. I don't know who this stuff is. Yeah. I mean, we know who Batman is, but it looked like some mech tech thing, and it was like, oh, I don't know.
I mean,
it reminded me of it does remind me of the Marvel mech series. Yep. Like, I don't know who that Batman is. Yep. I don't know who.
We found Wonder Woman, but I wasn't impressed.
I don't know who the other Batman is.
Yeah.
Really. I don't know who Parallax is. I mean, I didn't know any of them.
I don't know a lot of
I didn't know Superman 23. I don't know any of them.
Nope.
So it's bizarre to me. Now, then I thought, okay, maybe this will be a lesson to them, and they'll take a break, let it breathe. And then boom, they announced Looney Tunes. Now, here's the thing. I would have just gone out of my skull crazy excited for Looney Tunes. But now I'm in that kind of pattern where I'm like, do I want to continue to support this? Do I want them to get their act together and figure it out?
I think they'll sell well.
They will.
It won't be a big, I think it's 30,000 total packs, 15 each. So it's not going to be a huge set. I think they have great legendaries. You have a great Grail, and you have a great Freddy Funko royalty. So I think they'll do well, but if I was Funko, I would have just held off. If you're going to do a series 2, DC,
I
the way you
know.
did it,
And so close to the original, and yeah, I was thoroughly disappointed with that. And I don't like. I wish they do like one a month or one announcement.
2 weeks is too much for people.
It is. It is. Now, I will say, I still want all of those Looney Tune ones.
Oh yeah,
I will definitely buy packs.
Yeah.
We will definitely do a video.
Yeah.
We will definitely do all those. I wish, the only good set line, as Grunkid said, the only good set line or redeemable I thought from the DC Series 2 was Freddy as the Riddler.
That's the best one. But it's
6,000. Yeah, 6,000. So it's a little frustrating, but Looney Tunes, I think they nailed it. On one level, I think they nailed it with Freddy as Bugs Bunny. But on the other hand, I would have loved to have seen.
I would have loved Bugs. I could have. I was like, put him on the pack. You at least got to make a legendary or the Grail or something. Although Wily's cool.
Yeah, but they could have done Wily as a legendary with Roadrunner and done a Grail Bugs Bunny. And then I'd love to see Freddy as like Elmer Fudd or Freddy as Yosemite Sam or Freddy as something else.
Something unique that we haven't seen. Now, granted, I think we're getting. Foghorn Leghorn. I don't think there's a pop of him.
Mm-hmm.
And Yosemite, I don't think there's a pop of him. So at least you get that. But they could have done better.
I was surprised to see. And I don't know if we want to get into this, but I was surprised to see. She's seeing orbs behind us and stuff's falling. That's
if there's not anything going in my eyes, I'm fine.
I was surprised to see Speedy Gonzalez, and I wanted to see Pepe Le Pew, but I know they've kind of canceled those.
Pepe Le Pew.
I know, but they've canceled those, and so
what are you gonna do?
Legendary 2-pack would have been cool with Roadrunner and Wily.
They had their shot for 2-packs. I don't know why they could have done it with Kellogg's. They could have done a junior and regular Tony the Tiger would have been awesome.
I think Foghorn would have been great as a 6-inch or a 10-inch. I mean, it's he's a giant.
Oh yeah.
Character.
And I would have waited if I was Funko. I would have waited and done Freddy Funko Halloween Series 2, made that the Series 2, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I don't know. I have not found a DC person that said they loved that set, or even I've asked people, what is it from? Is it comics? Is it I don't get it.
I mean, I've been waiting for Wonder Woman. And
I was a little upset with the first series that didn't have Wonder Woman, and then when she was in the second one, they didn't do anything special.
I expected a lot more. I mean, you want to do 50 different of the avatars and what the.
I'd have loved to have seen a redeemable from Wonder Woman.
Guy's name
would have been cool.
Though they could do a I don't know what you would call it, but like all the female characters like Poison Ivy and Batgirl and Wonder Woman and all that. That'd be a great line to see. But I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see. Time will tell.
I want to see the Halloween line.
I want to see a Max Token Head Halloween line this time.
That would be cool with Max Token redeemables.
Yeah.
Well, if
eventually they're going to do it.
I'm not getting any Max Token heads. So
if
I'm not getting any coins, you're not getting any Max Token heads.
See, I'm going to have to spend money to have a company create real coins of the series coins.
I love them. I think they're the coolest thing ever.
It would be a cool thing for Funko to do. It would be a cool thing. You never know. You never know with them. But, I told them, I said, I'd love to see, I mean, who knows? Freddy Funko Halloween would be perfect. Or if you do the General Mills. If you could do General Mills with the cereal monsters, whether they can do it or not, I don't know. But that would be insane if they did it right.
General Mills would be, again, that would be something that would suck me back in wholeheartedly, and I'd go after all of it. If we could get my top three obviously is most people's the Count Chocula, Blueberry, and Frankenberry, but the Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute, those guys too. But even General Mills has a bunch of things that that we don't have pops of yet.
No, I think you're talking like Cookie Crisp. There's some. I mean, they but knowing Funko, knowing what they do, they would bring out General Mills and they wouldn't do redeemables of the cereal monster.
Right. Correct. They would do a cookie with eyes and arms and legs. That's what they do. You know they would.
They
But
do.
even the Kellogg's, I was shocked at what they did.
I was blown away that they did what they did. It made no sense. No sense.
I mean, there was part of me that was like, okay, cool. We don't have pops of these things yet.
It's
But the other
nostalgia,
part of me was
but
like, but who the hell are they?
I had to go back and look, and I'm like, okay, Tony Tiger Jr., man, we're going back to the 70s, 80s on that.
Yeah.
And the Coco Crisp Monkey, we're back. I mean, it was old school stuff.
Yeah.
At least you got the Cornelius. So
Cornelius is cool. Sugar Pops Pete, no idea.
no,
We had to go back a ways for that too.
no.
I tried. He didn't come. He wouldn't come in.
He's scratching on the door.
I like the Freddy is dig 'em. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
We still dig 'em. So, but it is what it is.
Despite my frustrations with NFTs right now, I'm still going after any and all of the Freddys that I can get. I do like the Freddys the most, for so many reasons. And I hope that they do come out eventually with a max token head. If they do, I'm all on it. If not, then that's fine too. But I definitely want to keep up with the royalties. The problem is that that's where you got to spend the most money to get the royalty. You know, you might get lucky.
A set like DC Series 2, which was it was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Some of them have been great. Some have been super easy. They've been relatively decent sized, not a whole lot of investment to get to it. But then when you get to these big ones like DC Series 2, Avatar, Power Rangers, even, there's so many cards in the set that the odds are that the majority of the premium packs you open are going to contain all commons and uncommons. And to spend $30 and get, $1 in return investment, it's harder and harder to do. And it's harder and harder to justify. And then if you do pull a redeemable, it's $25. You don't even get your pack price back. So it's like, what are we doing here? What's happening? But
and then at least they didn't change the number of the Grail, but I wouldn't pay hundreds of dollars for that thing.
No.
I'm sure somebody will, but
I would sell it in a heartbeat for hundreds of dollars.
Instantaneous sell.
Yeah. But if I pulled it, I would not. Now, they did double the number of legendaries, and that's why their prices are $25 and $35.
Yep.
And maybe they go up. So the deal is then, do you long-term invest? Is this like a long-term investment thing where you wait till the physicals come out and then the physicals will likely sell for more money? But in these cases, will they? Because I have 3,000 piece set items in my collection that are worth $30 and $40.
Yep.
They exist. Not everything because it's limited piece means it's valuable.
I don't know with these. It'll be interesting. I don't know. Maybe one or two of them might be, $60, $70, maybe.
I just hope they hold some value because I have tons. Like, I have so many retro comics. I have so many Star Trek, as you guys can see. I've got the Bob Ross.
It makes me sick.
So many Nickelodeon.
There's so many. It was ridiculous. I mean, you couldn't have just gotten one.
But there was a purpose. There was a rhyme and a reason.
There's always a purpose.
So I've got the website, but also on top of that, we're going to do some mystery boxes. It'll be like 6 months, a year from now, after they all come in. We're going to do a mystery box where every box will have a guaranteed.
That's a cool one.
So
there's only one person. I think SMI is the only company that's done it to this point, where every box you're getting. Now, granted, it was still Bob's the Big Boy and a few others that are not really. They had a couple of the Grails that were nice, but
But if we do it at the right price point with a guaranteed value, you might get Klingon, but you'll still get whatever the box value is. Or you might just get the one pop and it be Popeye Grail or whatever it is. That's,
just part of being a mystery box.
Yeah. Or you get overvalue with something like the Halloween Freddy or something.
And they're a little bit, they should be a little quicker. I mean, Retro Comics, I think, was supposed to be August, I thought, and I don't know.
We should be getting shipping notification here very soon. I'd be surprised if we didn't. I have a bunch of Scooby-Doo. I can't wait for those to come in. And I can't wait to have one of each for the collection as well. But, I know that a lot of these pops are going to be sought after by people who didn't get into NFTs early and people who may not want to get into NFTs at all. And that's fine. So I wanted to make sure that there was an outlet, a way to get them, because I'm not going to say, some of those grails are $400, $500, $600. Well, I promise you my prices are going to end up being cheapest because I want to help collectors. That doesn't mean I'm going to give them away, but at the same time, it's just like I want to help get these out into the market for people to have.
Scooby, I think, will be the one that people are really going to desire when they hit and people can actually get them in hand.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big one.
It's going to be that'll be fun. And some of these early releases are doing nothing but helping on those. Like, I'm sorry, but the fact that a Scooby hit the market created so much buzz and so much stir that I don't think it really hurt anything. In fact, it raised the value on PPG because they sold it at like $1,200. So you have that. And then the Transformers, okay, Fluffy's got them. So that's cool. We get to see what they're going to look like in real life. And frankly, that
it looks good.
The Optimus looks better than I was expecting.
Yep, it did. It looked good.
So I don't think it's a horribly bad thing, but we'll see. Time will tell with the NFT market. I was 100% all in. I still think there's some long-term value in the NFT itself. I know that some of those old NFTs are still selling for 30, 40, $50. And whether there's a use for them down the road in some metaverse world or whatever, we don't know. Time will tell.
Or someone can pull the file and somehow just put it on a picture thing and let it just circulate and people can see it. They're very cool.
We never thought music would be all digital, and now it's all digital. We never thought trading cards would be all digital, but maybe they will be.
You never know.
Some of these old sets are going to be just
they'll be sought after eventually.
Yeah.
And Funko tends to reward. They throw a couple here and there based on what you have in your wallet. So.
Yep. Up until Power Rangers, I was a 100% completionist. And the only reason I'm not with Power Rangers is I cannot pull that Green Ranger. I cannot pull it. I've tried everything, and now with DC Series 2, I can't pull the Batman either, which is fine. I'm okay with it.
It's a hard pull. There's no. The only one I've ever seen pull it's grown kids. When Mike sat down and did it, he's the only one I've seen pull it.
Yep. There was somebody in our Discord group today that won a pack in a waffle or something, and they opened it and got a grail. Those are the only two grails I've seen pulled from people I know. That's it.
He made it
impossible. Tough. 999 with 100,000 packs. 100,000 packs times what? 7.5 cards, 8 cards, whatever you want, whatever the difference is.
Yeah, and some people I don't think realize the packs are the packs, but it's not predetermined what's in the pack until you open it.
Correct.
So granted, they burned 14,000. Probably a couple of grails aren't going to get pulled. We don't know for sure,
but if you look at the statistics, they do fall directly in line with X amount have been opened, X amount have been pulled, and that's 2% or 0.2% or whatever the numbers are. So it does seem to carry that through. Now, having said that, you're right. So were you showing Danny saying 2 people have pulled grails from the packs he sold? Yeah. That's the way it goes. But that's the thing people don't understand is that they burned 14,000 packs, but they didn't burn the cards that go in it. So all those cards are still available. It's just that when the last pack is open, there'll be all those extra cards left over, and then they'll burn those.
Yep.
So, the 999 are still out there.
Yep. Some people don't understand that with NFTs.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the big. But I always tell people go see you because you've done so many good videos on how to buy wax, how to sell, how to buy, and all that good stuff.
I need to update some of that stuff because they changed that how to set up a wax wallet. They changed that where you got to get the 5 wax and get all that stuff. And I typically people will comment on the video and then I take it over to Instagram and then we walk through it and get it done. But it just every time there's a new series drop, there's at least 10 to 20 new wax wallets that we're setting up, getting them into it. So yeah, 577. What is that math though? If you did 8,
Oh my gosh.
well, that's 800,000. So it's 800,000 cards, and only 999 of them are grails. What are the odds you're going to pull them? Very slim.
Very, very slim. Very slim.
I'm just going to say you're not going to probably get it. So
do they actually make the cards beforehand? Yes.
I have faith in you, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
That's a good question, Umpty, but I do think so because you can see them in Atomic Hub all beforehand. How many have been made? How many have been minted? All those things. So I think they do. Yeah. And Augie, I've got to get back to the pack roll series. We've been just kind of away from it because of F cancer and everything else going on, but I will get back into the pack roll series for sure.
And that's a fun series to watch. You break down the numbers, how it ends, and everything like that. I've always liked watching them.
Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite videos to do, just because it kind of shows you what you could do.
It's fun.
Excuse me.
It is fun.
The thing is that people always ask me, like, they think I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on NFTs. Well, no, you buy a pack, you sell everything, you get another pack, and you roll these things. And then when you get a couple of legendaries, then you might sell 1 or 2 of those of the duplicates and then carry that wax to continuing on. So you're not just like constantly reinvesting cash out of your wallet.
What did we do with that one? I said, let's see if you can just not spend any money. And I said, well, how much are you going to spend? And I was like, let's see if you can just basically sell to get enough to buy aftermarket.
I don't remember which drop it was, but I wanted to go in with a $300 initial investment. And so rather than coming out of pocket, I sold $300 worth of NFTs and carried that wax into that next drop. Now, the problem with that is that's wax. And the drop takes cash. So you run into that problem, but most of that money I spent all on the aftermarket, and we still got.
You had to buy aftermarket for that one because you were in a meeting.
Yeah, I've had to buy.
I think that was partially why too. Anyway.
Yeah,
I bet Looney Tunes they'll be up there. I would guess. I think Looney Tunes. Yeah, $17 to $20 a standard pack, and maybe like 55 a premium would be. I could see that's where it'll be. I
think you're right. I think you're right. I think it's going to be. I think they did what. So normally they've done like lines that are kind of a little bit more obscure out there, Jay and Silent Bob, things like that aren't going to have this huge crowd.
But still did well.
Absolutely.
Did well.
Or Kellogg's with the non-traditional ones and legendaries and redeemables. And they've done those in the lower pack counts. And then they come out with Avatar and it's 1 million, right? But now they've come out with Looney Tunes, which is widely known, crazy popular, and a small line. I think it's going to make the price go
absolutely
really high.
Absolutely. And I was disappointed with Avatar when they did because that Freddy, I believe, is the same mold as there's an Avatar, an Aang that's already out there like that. You just threw a Freddy's head on it. Kind of lazy.
Threw a Freddy head. It was a little bit lazy, but the dumb thing that I've done, one of the dumb things I've done a lot. One of the dumb things I did was when they announced the Freddy as Batman from the Fun Days, I sold off, I want to say 8 royalty sets because I thought, well, now the value is going to be nothing.
Yeah.
Well, to the contrary, actually, the value of the Freddy from the NFT drop at Freddy as Batman went up, and I sold them all at like rock bottom prices. So I kind of shot myself in the foot on that one, but don't forget about ponies.
That one you could still get under retail. That was almost immediately packs under retail.
Yeah, that's the grail. The rarity grail is under $100. That's crazy.
My Little Pony. Sorry, Charles. You would think My Little Pony would do good and bring a lot of people that were in like the 80s nostalgic of My Little Ponies out, but it never even did with the pops though. In reality,
it brought my 10-year-old.
It didn't. I mean, I could see them doing more things like that, like Strawberry Shortcake and
Care Bears.
Yeah, I could see more of that stuff. I love that, like Danny. I helped Danny with the last thing he needed was the Grail, and ultimately he got the entire set of My Little Ponies, but he wanted to get them for his daughter, and I thought that was awesome. So I think that there was still this kind of I mean, hell, I grew up with a stepsister that was the same age as me. We played with all the toys. I played My Little Ponies. She played G.I. Joes. We did all that stuff.
I'm telling you, my kid was attached to My Little Pony, though. Bailey loves My Little Pony. Can name off all of them.
It's a classic toy. I mean, that was like 80s.
Yeah.
Top line 80s. It was G.I. Joe and My Little Ponies. They were made well.
Yeah.
Brush the hair and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
I like Mike said, I got way more into My Little Ponies than I thought I was going to.
I think Bailey fed that obsession a little bit.
I would say she did. It was fun watching the two of you open the pack.
Yeah,
she loved it. She kept making him buy more.
And then she was like, then she really wanted to keep doing it. But then they came out with Jay and Silent Bob, and I was like, yeah, I can't have you opening Jay with no pants.
No. But and they did well. I'll give them credit. Jay and Silent Bob. That was a home run. It was a great, a fabulous legendary. It wasn't a big set. It was a good royalty. It was a well done.
I thought it was fantastic. One legendary, one grail, small count, easy to accomplish royalty. And the Freddy with the movie meal is fantastic. I thought it was a great set. It was a
good set.
Yeah. If anybody didn't get that Freddy, let me know. I'm going to have 10 of them.
What?
Yeah, I got 10 of the royalties on
we only got, I thought you said it was
pack rolls. You said
it was only a couple.
It's a couple dozen. No, it's a couple. 10's a couple in my world.
I'm about to have a flash sale. I'm going to Hawaii. I'm going to waffle them all off.
So I actually have a question for the two of you because I don't know the story. I'm curious. What is your guys' love story, couple story?
Aw,
it's good. It's good. Actually, I'm gonna start it out because you know the ending better than I know. I know the beginning pretty well.
Okay, go ahead.
Know the beginning.
Okay,
better.
How far are we going back?
You know the end. Well, we met years and years ago when I got hired to come in and do as a restaurant consultant, and she was a server there. She was 18. I was 450 years old. Old ass man, but and we just knew each other at that point. But then we worked together for years, and there was always kind of a bit of flirtation and whatever else, but the timing never really worked out, and that was okay. Because then I went on and got married. I went on and she went on and she had Bailey. So all this other stuff happened, and then we kind of regrouped later in life when I think it was this the Halloween point? Was that the first part? Because then I saw a picture of Bailey in a Halloween costume, and I reached out and I commented on it, and then like Facebook does, it brought us together. And
5 years later, here we are.
And so that was on Halloween. That was the first time. So we call our anniversary Halloween.
Yeah, because we talked before that, but we were just like saying hi, how are you doing? And then all of a sudden, Halloween was it.
Yeah, and then we started dating, and then I was an idiot because I had just gotten divorced and I needed to go figure out.
No, that was okay. Valentine's Day, you're back.
Oh, so I did go backwards.
You went forwards. You went too fast forwards. So Valentine's Day before that Halloween, he contacted me, which is really cheesy. But that's where I was like, we were talking. We said hi to each other randomly. Yes. Yeah. So he contacted me on then, and then go ahead and with your little story your little spiel.
Yeah. Okay. So I contacted her on Valentine's Day. It looked like things were going to start to get serious, but then I kind of freaked out because I had just gotten divorced and all those things, and I went and just kind of ran away, and then eventually, on Halloween, we got back together and then stayed together. And then I said, I'm never going to move in with you, and then we moved in together. And then I said, I'm never going to marry you, and then people
give him crap every single day for it.
Hashtag Mitchie needs a ring. So
it's pretty funny. I mean, it somehow just went from him living in another city that I actually helped him move to, packed all of his house and everything for him. Yep. And then all of a sudden he ended up having to come to St. Joe.
It's a pretty interesting story because we knew each other for years and years and years beforehand.
That's a good story. I like it.
And eventually it just takes the timing to work out.
You want to talk about having some patience. I mean, I think I win the crown.
She had
on this one.
She had more patience than any doctor you'll ever meet, I guarantee.
But I mean, like, it took a lot. He moved slower than a turtle. but
Augie,
It was
hashtag a
just
ring is just a
fine.
thing.
yeah. Oh, whatever. You know what? At least I got a group in Discord called hashtag Michigan needs a ring.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a whole running joke with that. Nick from I Want This Stuff started that.
Yeah, so we have a 13-year age difference.
Yeah.
Which is
But I forget about it.
Which we don't care about that. It's just funny when it comes up in conversation of like, oh, you remember this? And she's like, I might have been 5.
Oh, I love doing that to him though. I really do.
She's like, she graduates high school and I've been married and had kids and the whole deal.
Because I was graduating high school when we met.
So it is funny when we go down that. She'll tell me like, "Oh, you used to watch that show? Was that in black and white? Did they have?"
I do that to him constantly. I love that though. But it is a lot of fun, and I mean, so it kind of just all whirlwind into that, and I mean,
we are
I'm super patient with him because we were friends first, and I was always like, whatever happens, I'm good with it because I'm as long as I can keep the friendship.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a great story. I never heard the whole story. That's good.
Yeah, it's all worked out the way it's supposed to. So here we are.
Oh, how cute!
Shucks.
Where I'm the emotional one, and he is not.
I am not.
I'm the sentimental person. He is not.
No.
Which is okay. The one of us has to be.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think there's a fine line between being sentimental and being a hoarder. And keeping everything.
This is not hoarding.
But
the Pokemon pack somewhere underneath your desk are not hoarding.
I have my own hoarding issues. Don't get me wrong.
I have my craft stuff. That's just what it is.
And every tool that your family's ever owned in their lifetime. For generations.
Hey, I've used every single one of those things.
You can't have enough.
I say to Mitchie, like, hey, do you happen to have a whatever? And she's like, oh yeah, I'll go get it. Brings in this thing from like the Stone Age.
If it
it's
works,
literally
it works.
Like 2 rocks holding onto a metal blade. It's a handsaw.
If it works, it works.
That's for sure.
I know they still work. No, too funny.
But yep, that's a good
story. I like that.
Thank you. Hi, Bailey.
All right, go to sleep.
So horror. What are we getting anything?
Yes. So, do you want to hear any of the movies that we've got lined up? So
yeah, I want to see where you're gonna make what rabbit hole you're gonna make me go down because you made me go down Terrifier.
Yep.
I love the review of Halloween, and in fact, I will wait for your review of Halloween before I choose if I'm going to see it or I'm going to wait and whatever we're gonna do.
I'll tell you now. Wait, I'm just gonna tell you now.
Well, I gotta hope it's better than last time. I mean, last one was. I threw it when you did it. It was like, all right, so he's in the group with all those guys, and somehow he gets out of him and he kills them all. It's like, come on, guys, this was a little much.
An entire town full of people surrounding him while he's laying on the ground, and then he gets up and finds his
kills them all.
Nope, not
yet. I don't got it.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see Charles's comment there.
I didn't see it until now.
Okay, a must-see movie. She's talking about the tennis balls on the walker. A must-see movie is called Aftermath.
Okay.
That was a really good one. And that will be part of the 31 Nights. Okay, now here's the rest of them that we haven't seen, or here's a bunch of them. We haven't seen all these, but Ouija has been out for a long time. Barbarian is out right now, but in theaters, I believe.
Okay.
X, which has been out for a little bit. That made the top 10 list somewhere. Black Phone.
I've heard good things about it.
Black Phone, yep. Incantation.
Okay.
Incident in Ghostland. It's hard to find movies that we haven't seen or.
I mean, let me tell you, it's really hard because it took a while for him to catch up to all my on my watch list.
Everything. The Innocents, which I think is it a foreign?
Yep, and so is
Incantation. Foreign film.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No.
Incantation is too.
They subtitled.
Yes.
Hellbender, The Twin, We're All Going to the World's Fair. That's a stretch.
I don't know where you got that from.
I think there's a new Jeepers Creepers coming out that I don't want to see.
Oh yeah, there is. I don't know if it's this year, so maybe you'll miss it.
Okay,
maybe
good.
You might have to wait till next year.
There's a horror movie out right now that's where they it's an underwater house and they scuba dive down into it.
It's a couple. They're ghost hunters and they found an abandoned house that was underwater and they're gonna go scuba dive and they're YouTube it type deal. And I was like, oh, how cute! It's paranormal investigator couple. Let's do it.
Can't be good. Dr. Sleep, The Innkeeper, Bereavement,
Wrinkle the Clown,
Orphan, First Kill. Yeah, Wrinkles the Clown. Halloween Ends, obviously.
Because we did have to put some probably crappy movies on there.
Banshee Chapter. What the hell is Banshee Chapter? Censor.
Mm-hmm.
And then there'll be some others. Now, there are some that we've seen before, but we want to review. Like, I don't know if you've seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, one of my all-time favorites. It's a scary. It's supposed to be like a scary movie, but it's a total comedy about scary movie stuff.
I still think we need to add like that Phoenix movie. The Phoenix 51.
Well, we've still got movies we need to add. That's pretty much where we're at right now. I think there's 27 that are listed.
And I guarantee we can find some really bad ones too that we'll end up watching and be like, oh, it's going to be so good.
And spoiler alert, we have to start these a little bit earlier this year.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do some ahead of time.
We learned our lesson last year, I think.
Last year was a nightmare. 31 movies in 31 nights.
And him posting videos every single.
Yeah. Record the intro, watch the movie, record the outro or the review.
Because all I have to do is just sit there.
I can't decide how I want to do it this year. We found new things to do with the cameras. Yeah. So we could theoretically record ourselves watching it to some degree and get reactions.
Pretty cool.
Add those in there versus just doing the standard. Last year we did every one of those videos is copyright claimed, which is fine. Who cares? But it's because we played the trailer for every one of those movies.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with commentary during the movies.
No, I don't want any commentary during the videos. Just sort of that that night vision, us watching the movie and reacting to scary parts. Yeah, reacting to scary parts and incorporate that in there.
We had some good ones last year, which were you turned me on to a couple good. Now, Grand Terrifier was probably one of the scariest things I've seen in quite a while.
Hereditary and Veronica, those were my two.
Yeah. Those three were solid in my opinion from last year. Yeah. Terrifier was literally terrifying.
Mitchie's faces.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm glad you watched that.
Oh man, that's got it.
Mitchie's faces. Yes, love Tucker and Dale movie.
Yes,
it's fantastic.
So that's on there.
Everyone should see it once. Yeah. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that it brought you to some movies that you hadn't seen. Because that's the whole point. But
that's why we're trying to find movies that were not older ones that everybody sees.
Or if I've seen it, I want to see how you guys react to it.
Sure.
And if you guys thought it was bad, like I thought it was bad or good.
There's some funny ones because, we've got. Well, actually, two things happened last year. One was really, really cool. I'll have to think about what movie that was. But,
I remember.
Okay. But what's funny is there are so many people that have an entirely opposite reaction to the same film. Now, I've watched films and then hated it and then watched it again and loved it. And I think it just all depends on your frame of mind.
There are some that get better at not horror, but Napoleon Dynamite was one for me.
Yes.
That the more I've watched it over and over again, the better it gets every time I watch it.
Yes. We got a lot of feedback of you guys are nuts. That was the stupidest movie ever. And we liked it or whatever, or vice versa. And will you post which video is coming up so we can keep up? Yes. So we will do it ahead of time so that anybody that wants to watch it, we will make that happen through. What we'll do is when we do our video, we will announce what movie we're going to watch next.
We can show them on here.
We'll probably even do it before then. We might do an actual list and post it on Instagram.
Like this? Just show them.
Yeah, because Mitchie made this.
That's cool.
I did. Yeah.
So we'll probably post that on Instagram. That way everybody can know. Because I don't want to give you less than a day's notice. If you,
yeah.
And we don't have to use all my popsicle sticks that this time.
But the other cool thing that happened was we did a movie review on the movie The Girl Who Got Away, which I think we ended up really enjoying.
Yeah.
It
No,
got-
it was.
I remember that one. You turned me on to that. You guys liked that one. That was a good
Yeah.
one.
And the main actress from the movie reached out to us. And then we had a whole conversation. It was really
and
cool.
she like shared, like she messaged both of us. It was awesome.
It was really neat. We had a nice little conversation, talked about the movie, talked about all that stuff, and it was pretty cool. I never expected it.
She was the old lady. She was the mom or the older lady in the movie and director.
She was the she was the director, but she was also the psycho mom. So it was cool. That was pretty neat. I never expected that.
Yeah.
Only a few more weeks to go. October 1st, I guess, right? That's when it starts.
Yep, October 1st. We're coming up on it fast. Fast.
It is hard to believe it's already the 11th of September, and
I mean, we're gonna have to get this guy. Our Halloween spirit store just opened.
Yeah, finally
just opened. So we're gonna have to go get him a friend or two at least.
I mean, Freddie's at Lowe's still.
Freddie's still at Lowe's?
I went there this morning.
I'll have to look. Our Halloween normally opens this one place, and they're not there yet. Normally, it's like middle of August, and they're open ready to go now. They're not. They weren't there as of now. So
I don't know. This guy, he plugs in and he does this, and then plays music. And I wish his eyes lit up, but I don't think they do.
We could probably make them light up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With your talents in crafting, absolutely, you can pull that off.
Just put.
Because I'm going to be decorating that whole front yard.
We love Halloween.
HOA's going to love it.
Yeah, no, we love Halloween.
I find people decorate harder for Halloween than Christmas.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely do.
You
still decorate pretty hard for Christmas.
I do. Just because I like all the stuff outside, like the blow ups, the lights and everything. I love it.
And if you guys love Halloween so much, if you're ever in the Pennsylvania area, there is a place called Field of Screams, which boasts to be one of the most scariest Halloween attractions in the U.S.
All right, forget Hawaii. We're going to Pennsylvania.
I feel like
Let's do it.
I feel like I started watching that show earlier.
They have now. I've done one. They have like 4 attractions, like the house, and then there's the hayride and a couple things. And for someone that loves numbers, I find it tremendous because they hire these kids to do it for free.
Oh yeah.
And then they just throw a party for them at the end of the year. But it's like, I'm like, you ain't paying for this or that. All the vendors, you have them set up to sell their products, but you're taking a cut.
Yep.
It's a beautiful business model.
When I was in high school, I
did it too in high school.
Volunteer worked for a haunted house. It was like a rite of passage.
So
for
fun.
These kids love it.
All the kids did it in my.
I got paid though.
I did not. I loved every second of it.
The Jerks paid me.
I got awards at the end of the year, and like they threw us a pizza party or some crap.
Yep,
I mean, it was like nothing, but it was.
But he did talk it into that one and it's after Halloween. I think it's like they close like the first week in November, but the last day they do an extreme one where they can pull you off of things. You have to sign a waiver. My kids died to get me to do it. I said, I can't do it. My ticker isn't made. I'm 40-some years old. I cannot do the regular stuff. I definitely can't do that.
I'm 100% in on that. The Houses October Built was one that we watched, I think, last year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I would I mean, the idea of finding the scariest haunt in the country would be fantastic.
Like, are we talking like we're
not McCamey Manor?
Yeah, no.
Not that kind of nightmare.
If he starts getting that nuts, I'm just gonna.
But where they can touch you, I'm all good with that. When they can do.
There's another one down in Philadelphia where they call it the penitentiary, and it's actually in an old penitentiary. And then when you go and you do it, it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. You tell them, listen, can you be separated from your group? And if you can, they'll grab you and pretend to torture you. And it's like,
I love it.
I
love it. Although I wouldn't want anybody in my group to know that ahead of time. I would want to be just yanked out and none of them know.
Oh, I would just be happy and be like, "Can you get the keys?
She'd be celebrating.
Can you just give me the keys out of his pocket? I'm gonna go. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll leave you there."
We do. I don't know. Maybe it's weird, but we do enjoy all of that stuff. I think it's about the adrenaline rush and just all of that. I think all those scary things are.
Oh, it opened this past weekend here, and I mean, the neighbors know when it does because you have lines and cars, and it is jam packed. People absolutely love it.
Yeah. It does sound like a field trip's in order, Charles. Let me know if you want to go.
You're in it. It's the penitentiary is a whole nother level, but this one it's pretty good for what it is.
Yeah, I like it. We got some great haunted houses in Kansas City, like big old down in scary parts of downtown Kansas City, and they're in multiple story buildings, and some of the best I've ever been to. But
yeah.
I haven't been in years, so we probably ought to go.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time. And last time I went, it wasn't like that scary. I mean, it wasn't that scary. And I think
one of them has like an entire floor where it's fog and trees.
Yeah.
And then there's werewolves that come around. You can't see them. They sneak out and jump out at you. But there's no path. You have to just physically find your way out of it. And you could be in there for an hour. It's crazy.
Oh.
Eventually,
I know nothing about a ship. I don't know. You never know. When you get closer to Philadelphia, too far away, you never know with Philadelphia.
I don't think the Queen Mary's in Philadelphia, but the Queen Mary is a ship that you can go, a haunted ship that you can go on for overnight and ghost hunting.
Oh, my. That would be a good one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We the problem with the overnight ghost hunts is they're not cheap. They're stupid expensive. No.
That's why that was his birthday present yesterday.
Yeah.
Or the other day. That was it.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. So Sally House was $500.
It was $250 per person.
And my son wants to go next time, but it's $250 per person. So it'd be $750 to go. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But Villisca Axe Murder House up in Iowa, I think, is next on.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Oh yeah, no, I would pay like $800 for that.
Yes, Charles, I do believe that is in San Diego. Yes.
I would legitly go pay $800 for Villisca.
Benny boy, I know nothing about NYCC pops, or I don't think there's an NYCC pop I would pay right now $100 for, more or less $450.
I agree. I don't know who the people are that are buying up these, but it doesn't make a lot of sense.
You can go stay at the baby house for that.
For $450 bucks? Heck yeah.
I mean, Roger Rabbit's cool. I think I saw Roger Rabbit, but Roger Rabbit's not a $450 Funko Pop.
No. There are some cool things from SCCC, but I don't see any of it being that valuable.
No.
Charles, don't push it.
And I say some fun things. There wasn't a lot, but
no.
I will say that it was better than what I saw from the last one. I didn't really, but I only bought one or two things from the last one too. So
yeah, I'll give them that. They're better. It got better.
Yeah.
And I think it was an ECC. Isn't ECC? I thought ECC was like December.
Yeah.
So
I'm patient when it comes to all that stuff. I'm okay with waiting, and most of those con pops are going to come out and drop in price.
Be patient.
Yeah, when it comes to Funko Pops, I'm not with some things, but
it's like what I tell people with NFTs. I said NFTs, sometimes you can't call it. Sometimes it's hot and then it dies, or it's a little dead now and then it raises, and it's.
People ask me that all the time. When should I buy? Should I buy it early? Should I buy it late? Should I buy? Depends on the set. Depends on a lot of things. No idea.
Yep.
I hate to tell somebody, no, just wait, be patient, wait, it'll drop, and then a week later it's double the price.
Scooby-Doo went up. My Little Pony didn't. Jane, Silent Bob head steady, but
Yep.
It's fair. I think they'll go up a little bit more when it gets closer to redemption time. But it's just, you just never know.
I agree. Scooby-Doo did nothing but just soar upward. Transformers did a lot of little weird things, but
up and down. It stayed pretty steady. It wasn't.
Yeah, it stayed.
And I think that'll be popular when you actually get the physical redemptions.
Yeah.
The Devastators and the Optimists, those are going to be some really sought after ones.
And there's so many factors, because it's not just the market of people listing. So you have two ways to list an NFT. You can list it by an amount of wax, or you can list it by a dollar value. And some people are still doing dollar value. That I get it. But a lot of people are doing wax. And so if you're doing wax and the price of wax drops a penny, you don't think that's a lot, but it actually is. Mm-hmm. And so the total value comes down. And we've seen swings from, I mean, when the NFT started, wax was like in the 30-cent range. Yeah. So 30-cent wax, and now we're at 9 cents. So imagine that same thing that's $20 now, if that spiked 20 cents to get to 29 cents per wax, that's a drastic increase in price.
For sure. Well, guys, we're to that 11 o'clock time frame, and I'm sure you guys got to have stuff going on in the morning.
We do.
It's always lovely. So I'm going to let you guys take us out. Anything you want to say to exit us out? The floor is yours.
I appreciate it. We have some great things coming up. Stay tuned for the video from the haunted house. I've got a couple of whatnot auctions. I never thought I was going to do that again, but I got a couple of whatnot auctions coming up.
That was kind of random.
We're going to do some Pokemon stuff. We're going to do some Funko Pop stuff. We have a lot of the stuff left over from F Cancer that we're going to auction off on a whatnot auction, and that money will go also towards F Cancer. So we'll get rid of the last of that inventory, and those are coming up like the next couple Wednesdays, I believe, and then I don't know. I'll have to check dates and post it on Instagram. 21st or something. We have Looney Tunes coming out. We'll have more videos on that. We'll put together a
video. We have Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes NFTs are dropping, so we'll do a pack opening on that. And then we'll do a pack roll series of something. I
just want to hit you with another tortilla.
What I do have, and we'll incorporate that. What we do have is one pack from every line that's come out so far. And eventually we're going to do a video of opening all of those packs. Even though there's no redeemables, it doesn't matter. It's fun to watch those old packs. So we'll do that. And who knows what's next on our channel. We'll do something crazy. We'll go play.
Hey, I saw Mitchie pull ear hat out of you last year. So you never. And that looked like it hurt.
Especially the nose.
Oh.
The waxing the nose is a little rough.
Oh my gosh, we need to get the Flex Seal again. I need to get some more of that. I mean, I really want to do that to him again.
We'll have to get back into punishments soon, but we've just been really lacking on the buying mystery boxes.
You still have a video of the broom thing.
Yeah.
Of you trying to get over the broom.
There's we have a lot of weird videos that are just sitting in the vault.
Those are fun.
But, mystery boxes have been a little bit hit and miss, so we don't have a lot of those. So we haven't been doing a lot of box battles, but we will be very soon. Back to all those things. But most importantly, just want to say.
I should have bought 2 of our boxes.
Huh?
We should have bought 2 of our F Cancer boxes. We could have done a box battle with. I didn't even think about that because we don't know what's in them.
It's true. But most importantly, F Cancer was a huge success.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody who participated, including you.
Yes.
Andrew, it was an awesome, awesome night and everything that led up to it. And thank you for letting us be here on the channel to talk.
It's always my pleasure. Thanks for coming, guys. And guys, don't forget, October 1st, you want to watch this, and they're going to turn you on to some movies you never thought existed, and it's going to scare the pants off you for sure. There's going to be 1 or 2 that will do that. Check it out. If you want to know about NFTs, Jeremy's the man. He'll help you. He'll guide you. Looney Tunes you want to play in. Maybe not so much DC, but you want to play in Looney Tunes.
Yeah. If you need help setting up a wax wallet, reach out to me. I'll get you set up.
And on that note, guys, be well, be safe, have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll see you again next Sunday.